And there will be a new champion, as Maurice Greene was eliminated in the semifinal. A lot of people picked Dwayne Chambers of Great Britain prior to this competition getting underway. He looked very solid as he won his semifinal. But the young man from Trinidad running right beside him, Darrell Brown, finished in second place in the semifinal. Then you've got the world record holder, Tim Montgomery of the United States, running in lane 6. Bernard Williams, who beat him to the finish line in their semifinal, is running in lane 3. Will Kim Collins, who was the Commonwealth Games champion, have enough to get there in first place, running out of lane 1? There are 2 Nigerians, Deji Aliu in lane 2 and Uchenna Emedolu running in lane 8. 9:78 was the world record time that was run in Paris a year ago by Tim Montgomery. He'd like to cap that with a gold medal performance in the World Championships. There's Kim Collins, the Commonwealth Games champion. Deji Aliu of Nigeria runs in lane 2, a seasonal best time of 9:98.
Only 2 men this year, Don, have run under 10 seconds, though, and unusually placed in lane 1 and 2. Collins and Aliu are the only men, 9.99 and 9.99. Yet, the fastest men from this competition have been placed in lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Darrell Brown was selected by Steve Ovett to possibly upset. How do you feel?
Well, it's a sympathy vote, really. I think he's got about another year before he matures, but what a talent this boy is, really. At just 18 years of age.
There's Dwayne Chambers. Many people were selecting him prior to this competition getting underway, and he hasn't done anything to disappoint his supporters here.
Well, this is Dwayne's day. I mean, it's his time. He's at the right sort of stage of his career, but he's up against someone like Tim Montgomery here from America, so it's going to be tough.
Montgomery claims that he ran 9:95 prior to coming to the World Championships. Will he have that blazing speed in this final in Paris? Darren Campbell of Great Britain was a World Championship semi-finalist in 97 and 99. He finished 5th in Edmonton 2 years ago. He was a silver medalist over 200 meters at the Sydney Olympics in Sydney. And in the outside lane, Uchenna Emedolu of Nigeria.
And we have a very unusual situation with Tim Montgomery, the world record holder, potentially coming into this race as the underdog. But we forget that he took a few weeks off for paternity leave. He and Marion Jones just had their first child, so Dwayne Chambers probably moves into the #1 position.
Collins, Aliu, Williams, Brown, Chambers, Montgomery, Campbell, and Emedolu in lanes 1 through 8. The 18-year-old from Trinidad, Darrell Brown, 10.01 in the quarterfinal round. Don't look for him to get a great start, but he'll be coming strong at the finish. Bernard Williams had a great start in his semifinal. They're in position. Away cleanly the first time. Bernard Williams gets a good start. So does Tim Montgomery. Here comes Dwayne Chambers. It's Dwayne Chambers moving to the front and the outside. It is Campbell coming through, and on the inside it is Brown coming strong at the finish. But I think it may have been Kim Collins in lane 1 who got up there. It was very close at the finish line, and I think Kim Collins came through in a time of 10.07.
Well, at the beginning of the championship, we said it was going to be an open race, and they came through the line almost together, didn't they?
It was very close at the finish line. Did Kim Collins lean in just in time, or was it Darren Campbell on the outside.
No, on the photo finish, Collins has got it. No question about that. But second place is in debate. It certainly is.
Kim Collins in 10.07. Darrell Brown was second, 10.08.
This is quite unbelievable, Don. The world record holder might be shut out of this World Championship medal hopes. It looks like Darren Campbell.
Darren Campbell did get up there for third place in a seasonal best time of 10.08, the same as Darrell Brown. And there's the world record holder, Tim Montgomery, but it was a blanket finish at the line. And on the lean-in, I initially thought that maybe Darren Campbell had just got there. Well, it was 10.07 for Collins, Brown in 10.08, and Campbell in 10.08 as well. Dwayne Chambers also timed in 10.08.
Well, they're giving us the 10.08, but they're going to the thousandths on the photo finish.
This is really something else for the Americans to be shut out of all the medal positions. The young Darrell Brown, phenomenally talented, 10.08, only second to his world junior record that he ran, but today belongs to Kim Collins. Who would have thought that this man only years ago was just happy to make it into the final? Here he is, world champion.
Tim Montgomery finished fifth. Bernard Williams was sixth, but it's a Commonwealth sweep. Kim Collins, Darrell Brown, and Darren Campbell from St. Kitts, Trinidad, and Great Britain, the medalists.
Here you can see the blanket finish. Unbelievable how close this race was. And usually the fastest men, the top seeds, are placed in 3 through 6. But here we see Kim Collins on the inside really running his own race. His head is bobbing vigorously, but you can see how he keeps his composure. The rest of the men are really charging at this point, but Kim Collins seems to eke it out right at the end, dips at the line. It was such a blanket finish, but Kim Collins did a tremendous effort just to maintain his top speed. You can see his head wavering. That's fatigue setting in. He was fastest to 60 meters, and basically he just tried to hang on for the last 40 meters, and he did a very good job of it. This 100-meter final, not a particularly fast time, but that doesn't matter. St. Kitts gets another gold medal. Kim Collins, a fabulous run from the inside lane.
But what a finish by Darrell Brown to get up there for the silver medal, and a strong run by Darren Campbell of Great Britain.
Well, here he is. This is a head-on shot. He got one of the slowest times away. His reaction time was slow. He's still young. He's not powerful, but he's beautifully smooth. There's something quite special about this boy. When he gets another 2 years of strength behind him and he gets his start right, this is going to be the new king of world sprinting, without any doubt at all.
Like you mentioned, Steve, he's so relaxed, but he's such a smooth runner and experienced. He keeps his head down. But Kim Collins working so hard on the inside lane, just chugging along. A very different look, but Kim Collins, that staggering look, that staggering technique looks very good with him. A time of 10.07 seconds. He shakes his head almost in disbelief. He's very happy with that gold medal.
It almost looked as though he leaned past the finish line.
Well, I mean, it was so close. I don't think any of these guys in this race really knew what was going on until they looked at the replay maybe after the race. Look at this, on the inside here, Kim Collins is in front, but I'm sure that at the peripheral vision to his right, you can see all these guys in a wave just coming up to him and almost catching him on the line. Well, no doubt now, the flag goes on.
So Kim Collins, the Commonwealth Games champion, adds to the luster of his career with a gold medal at the World Championships.
Bailey, funny enough, we'll start with that. Did you hear what he said?
No, I
They interviewed him in the stadium just as the semifinals were starting.
Yes, I heard him.
Yeah, he says Kim Collins is dangerous, and I thought, boy, you know, Donovan knows the stuff, so he obviously knew you were a legitimate contender. Congratulations! What a magnificent run. Your thoughts?
Well, I think part of my plan was trying to be on the outside. I mean, they said I was a dark horse, so you know, I called up Adidas and say, hey, can you design me a black suit? So I figured, you know, as a dark horse, I would wear a black suit, and you know, getting lane one was great for me because the focus was in the middle of the track. So I try to be out of the focus and out of sight and I was able to do what I wanted to do, which was to execute the win.
You know, Hazley Crawford's the last man to do it. It was the year you were born, 1976, in a Worlds or an Olympics to win in lane 1. And you've won a bronze in 200 from the lane 1, so you must have, as you say, felt comfortable. Any other thought in terms of somebody who inspired you or someone you'll celebrate this with, either in Nevis St. Kitts or elsewhere?
Well, you know, I got to give a lot of credit to the one guy who name doesn't really get mentioned. Is my coach, Montes Chatton. He's the person who was making me run fast. And, you know, all these celebrations, he's not in it. And I trained with him at Texas Christian University. And, you know, I'm hoping to celebrate with him and say, you know, great job, coach, because you're the one who's orchestrating what I'm supposed to do.
Special stuff, well deserved.
Thank you.
Kim Collins, Don.